Hello, fellow gold and silver lovers, or hated. It's a hated crush, I guess. But yeah, definitely midweek update. Gold and silver. Oil looks really good. Copper looks interesting. I mean, there's a lot of good things going on right now if you are into commodities. Again, a bit early, but it is what it is. As always, guys, please give me a follow here, both YouTube, Twitter. Highly appreciate it. I love doing what I do, getting better at percent to percent stuff to you guys, to speak English, I'm developing myself, my trading skills, my investment skills, all that good stuff. And meanwhile, I have this lovely community. You're giving me some good ideas, and I'm hopefully giving you something in return. With that said, let's see where we are. Wednesday, silver. Weird day for gold and silver. Weird day for the Dixie. We will look into that. But again, you can see here again, silver up 1% as we speak. Again, rejected at that purple upper double rail. We have the bottom side here. Hopefully, we start to pull higher there. But for now, we have been rejected for the third or fourth time, depending on how you calculate or how you count these things. So the weird part is gold is down roughly a percent, well, 0.8%, give or take, with a nasty candle here, actually losing again the green uptrend there. Still overall in that bull flag, which is okay, but I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to make of it today, actually. That difference. Also, when we look at Dixie here in the moment, also down, weird stuff. What is interesting, I still think it's early, but we now have one mega green candle here. And in 2 days, we have completely annihilated that big candle and the prior candle before, losing this kind of weird wedge coming there. I know there's a lot of lines going on here again. This is just for the shorter term levels that I'm interested in. Um, it's a good start, but again, I want to see, and then we want to, curl all the way down and break through this entire structure for the ratio. But definitely that is a lot of short-term momentum coming down. Let's see how it acts when we get to that 88 right here. Excuse me, 88 is a big level to get through. But again, gold down. I don't particularly. I don't know what to. I don't know. Let's follow the what happens here. I don't know. I don't know. Weird. The Dixie. You can see that huge tail there on the intraday stuff. I think the Dixie was down roughly 0.6% at one moment in time, but definitely still overall bullish in the short term. Maybe we have a rising wedge there that I need to look into actually. But anyways, um, the US 10-year was up 1% today, breaking out, retesting, resumption now of that, predefined level 4.1. Again, as long as this holds, I think we are going to 4.3. And then ultimately, I think that kind of retrace is over. Again, not saying that it is, but that is, what I have in my mind could possibly happen. The USD WTI, that is oil again. You can see here, we're trying to peak above that kind of sideways squeeze right there. And we did pierce it, but then we came down, we came back in. So we haven't broken out yet. Hopefully it holds, but again, we have some short-term rising channels here. So the next few days will be very important for oil again to see which direction it will take. We do have a lot of downward momentum here. So it could be anyone's guess, to be honest. We need the confirmation. Palladium, still it boggles me that, Palladium isn't, I wouldn't say performing better, but again, it hasn't been giving us any clear bottom yet, any, double bottom, inverted head and shoulders. And that move we had there, we were very fond of. We came down hoping for a hold here. Nope, all the way down here. And we are actually holding the lower trend line. So again, not bullish yet by any means at all. We do have the positive divergence between the RSI and the price, but still, yeah, this one needs to mature a lot more as we speak. This is no bottoming pattern in my view. So platinum, nothing is happening on that. Again, we haven't done anything for roughly, what is that, 2.5 years for platinum. overall, I think the play is very clear. You know my take. This is what we're going to do. Obviously, if we take out that low there for some reason, then I will start to question it. But for now, that is my clear, path for platinum. Again, I think gold and silver will have a very good 2024, and platinum will follow right in their heels. So here we have copper again with 2 big days, 3 big days actually. So we came up here breaking out of that long-term double rail into roughly $4, coming all the way down, retesting here, and now we're coming back up again. Again, I'm first bullish if we clear this $4 on a 2 to 3 days basis. Then I'm very, 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 very bullish on copper. But for now, this is pure chop, more or less pure chop. And again, below 3.5, bearish. But definitely, that is a bit intriguing here that we have, and then we're getting some sort of inside cup and handle, maybe, I don't know. But still, again, below 4 and above 3.5, it's basically chop to me. But this is kind of interesting, also with the volume kicking in. So nat gas here up 10%, 8% now. But again, still it's coming up from basically nothing. So I'm not bullish at all at the moment, nor bearish, but I still think this one, the blue line, that is what to take out before any major conviction. Still overall bear flag. So again, I wouldn't be invested into natural gas because to me right now, I have no clear guidance of where it is going. All I know is that if we get down to here once again, maybe at 6.7, 6.6, excuse me, 1.7, 1.6, then there could be, a big bounce. But again, no clear guidance for gas. Same here again, bear flag broken. I do think that we could actually visit, 23, as mentioned here. Again, I do expect a bounce, and that would be a double bottom as well. Again, right now, again, more bearish than bullish. Weekly daily moving average coming down. So nothing new there on the front there. Coal, again, we are just at the border of losing that $119 level. That is the high from 2018. Again, it looks like that wants to break, and then we're going to visit a massive, I think, and I think I will give it an 80% chance of that being the bottom for coal, to be honest, at a tad above 100. You can see the trend line goes back 12 years, and I think that is a very good opportunity, maybe. You can call it an opportunity for that being a bottom for coal. Right there, we also have that squeeze. So again, if we come down here, you can see it, and then we triple, boom, and then we blast, or we can just pop down, back in. Then the bottom there is confirmed. Still, that line is the important one to confirm it. But again, I find huge support just above 100 for coal. Bitcoin, good old Bitcoin here, below 40K, not ideal. Again, this whole thing here, again, touching the upper side of that channel. In my view, we are going down to roughly here. So that's 33.5K. Many people is also calling for a test of 30, which means we will test that long-term trend horizontal line there. But if that happens, we would also lose the bear flag. So you got to be careful here. Again, the measured move from that structure right there was, as you know, roughly 31.5K. And yes, we were above, but again, you can see here, it's very well, the measured move will often overshoot, but definitely the target was met right there for Bitcoin. Nothing new here on uranium spot price down. It's actually down today. I can see here 104. So we lost $2 right now for the good old uranium spot price. Okay, fair enough. That's maybe the first weekly candle in like, I don't know, a few months. But again, nothing major. Again, as I mentioned many times, I really want to see this move here get into some sort of sideways consolidation, some sort of controlled, pullback, and then we can go higher. Again, this to me is not sustainable. We need some sort of pause to let the moving averages catch up. And usually what you want to see is, like a bull flag or, some overall long-term stuff. I mean, that would be ideal. Hopefully we can do it within that $100 to $130 gap. That would be very, very good. But again, we are stretched here. And but again, it's a tiny market, and uranium is not, you cannot just find that on every corner on the streets. So yes, sugar. Remember when we talked about when we broke that green support here that we are going to retest that double rail? So we did at roughly 20. I called it 20, but it's actually 20.08. But again, I'll call it 20. And now we're retesting here. So that was, if you were to trade it, that's your trade. What's that? That's 25% of gains here at that bounce. So now we will see what happens here. You can easily break through, yes, obviously, but that's the trade you were making here. So again, if you were to place the trade, if I can find it, it would look something like this, right? Let's call it, roughly, and then we would be below there, and the target would be roughly here. So you're looking at roughly, let's call it 10 risk reward, 10 RR, again, to play that bounce. And you don't need this to be, I think this would be more correct than 10% of the time, meaning you will actually be profitable over a long period of time here, playing that bounce. Again, sugar, okay, beautiful. Soybeans, breakdown, retest of that golden formation there. Still insanely bearish. I have nothing bullish to say at the moment. Again, the head and shoulders target is still, just a tad above $1,000. Nothing new. Now, I will show you something that I just saw just before I went live here. And this is silver against M2 money supply. Again, we covered it 2 times per week. Nothing new, nothing major. However, I will show you that I think, as you know, getting above that neckline right there for silver against M2 money supply, silver will go absolutely bonkers to the upside. Okay, let's see how far away we are from that. I actually find this very, very interesting. Okay, that's roughly 15% from that neckline. The silver price today is 22.6, let's call it 7, and we add 15% on top of that, and you get 26.1. Let's go to the chart of silver. What is that? That is 26.1. It's perfect alignment. So therefore, again, this confirms to me that 26 will be the big level to get through for silver. And yep, that call I'm very confident on. So to me, I find that, when I see that, it just tickles me the right places, just to say the least. And yeah, nothing new here on gold against M2 money supply. We have broken the downtrend, and now we're just grinding very slowly higher. Obviously, gold is coming down here quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, but it's grinding down as well. So that is all. I tried to slow down the pace a bit here. If you noticed, anyways, let me know if you want to keep the high pace or the slow pace here, where I maybe go into a tiny bit more detail. And yeah, anyways, guys, thank you for tuning back in. As always, I like your comments, so give me a comment. Any questions, let me know. I will happily try to answer them. Sometimes I get I wouldn't say a lot of comments, but like maybe 20 comments I have to look through the next day. Sometimes I don't answer them all. I just give them a thumbs up, but it's not because I don't want to answer, but sometimes I need, I will not say it takes too long of a time, but sometimes it's just, you say, thank you very much, I like what you see, and then I just give a thumbs up. It's not that I don't care, but I just appreciate your comments. So please don't stop doing that. I will stop rambling as we speak, guys. Have a great evening, and we will see you tomorrow, where we'll be looking into, what is my schedule? I can't remember. Anyways, tomorrow there will be new videos for sure. Stay safe, guys. Bye. Oops.